All right, so with the IHOP, I see you were with a female. Do you want to have no contact with her, or do you want to have no contact with IHOP? Those are your two choices.
IHOP, I guess.
All right,
Am I
because I think you're.
running into her?
Judgments from in and out, the verdict swung. Oouchie car watch, we just begun. Oouchie car watch, we're on the scene. Truth's unraveling, what does it mean?
Robert Garza. And is this a plea on two cases? All right. Court is calling 2024 CR 012483 and 2024 CR 011532, State versus Robert Garza. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Christine Brown on behalf of Robert Garza Jr.
And are you Mr. Robert Garza?
Sure.
Counsel, in each of the cause numbers, have you received all discovery and did you review it with your client?
I have received all discovery and reviewed it with my client.
And each cause number, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications in this case? In each cause number, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do waive the reading of the indictment.
State in cause number 2024 CR 012483. Are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
And in cause number 2024 CR 011532, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
If we can get to read your enhancement on that, yes, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection.
Mr. Garza, in each of the cause numbers, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers? You're gonna have to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, sir.
All right. And cause number 2024 CR 012483, you're charged with theft of property, $2,500 with two or more convictions. And the state is alleging a repeat offender allegation. If they're able to prove that repeat offender allegation, your range of punishment will be anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. In cause number 2024 CR 011532, you're charged with evading arrest, detention with a vehicle. That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent. Did you understand those rights?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you're giving up those rights? Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in each of these cause numbers? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offenses?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Garza, in each of the cause numbers, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, sir.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial in each cause number. In each cause number, did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, in each cause number, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine, and the cases are run concurrently. Is there any restitution in the case?
No.
All right.
Judge,
Yes.
sorry. This time we wanted to ask if you could consider probating those $2,000 fines under each cause.
Okay. And other than that, did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense is at the plea?
Yes.
State is at the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, are there been any such motions?
I had e-filed them, but nothing was ever set.
All right. Then in cause number 2024 CR 012483, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
And to the enhancement allegation, how do you plead? True or not true?
True.
And in cause number 2024 CR 011532, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
State offers exhibit.
Any objection?
No objection.
And each of the cause states you, this is not the case where you have the victim impact, is it?
No.
All right, thank you. You may be excused. In each of the cause numbers, did you review the document entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering into this plea bargaining agreement, the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, in each cause number, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty based upon your plea of guilty and based upon states exhibits 1 and attachments. In cause number 2024 CR 01248, the court will find the enhancement true based upon your plea of true and based upon states exhibits 1 and attachments. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes,
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
nothing at this time, Your Honor.
All right, then. And cause number 2024 CR 011532. As previously stated, the court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 012483.
To be clear, the fine will not be probated.
No. Did you review in that case what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And cause number 2024 CR 012483. As previously stated, the court is finding you guilty. The court is finding the enhancement true. Court will sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 011432. And there's to be no contact with Walmart.
Is it Walmart in general or just that specific store?
Walmart in general. And I believe the other place is IHOP. Let me just double check.
I would say that there was no criminal act alleged in respect to my client at the IHOP. That was for the evading arrest in a motor vehicle.
All right, so with the IHOP, I see you were with a female. Do you want to have no contact with her or do you want to have no contact with IHOP? Those are your two choices.
IHOP, I guess.
All right,
I might run into-
because I think you're,
I might run into her.
and no contact with IHOP. All right, and that cause number, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because it's a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You can continue on this path that you find yourself on where you're stealing for Christmas gift, going to the IHOP, knowing you can't afford IHOP, or either you can change your life. Otherwise, you know what's going to end up happening? You're going to end up at somebody's prison for the rest of your life and at somebody's Bexar County jail. At some point, these state jail felonies is going to be a habitual, which your range will be 2 to 20. This evading arrest detention, it may turn into a habitual if you continue on that path, which would mean your minimum would be 25 years. So you have to ask yourself, is all of this worth it? Were those pancakes worth it? I don't think so. But there you go. You're going to have to make better decisions. Good luck to you.
Watch, we're on the scene. Truths unravel, and what does it mean? In the halls where stories clash, Oouchie court watch quick as a flash.